Adding video to your SiteProgress website is easy with the webCLIPS plugin. Let's take a look at how it works. On your admin, you need to go to the Plugins tab and then go ahead and click the icon for webCLIPS. That'll bring up the interface here. There are two areas to the interface. The first is where we build the playlist, and then once we've saved that playlist, it will appear down here in the clips list area where we can bring it back and edit it or delete it if we don't need it anymore. So let's go ahead and build a playlist. The first thing we need to do is we need to give it a name, and this is just a reference name. It won't appear anywhere on your website. I'm going to call it Movies, and the reason for that is before we got started I uploaded a bunch of movie trailers, and that's what I'm going to use for this demo. And speaking of upload, if you're unfamiliar with how to upload videos or any other file types, please, in your admin section, go to the Upload Manager section and watch the tutorial, and it will show you step-by-step how to upload files to your SiteProgress account. But now I'm going to go over here to Show Media, and I'm going to click that, and that's going to show me a list of everything that I have uploaded into the media folder, and there are all the various movie trailers that I mentioned. So let's go ahead and start to build a playlist. So the first piece of information that we need is the media link, and what that is this piece of text right here next to this icon, so we need the whole thing, so I'll just highlight it and copy and paste it. So let's go ahead and put in like 3 movies. You can have up to 10 different video clips in a playlist. You have room for 10. So there's our media link. Now let's go ahead and give the titles to this, and in this case, since they're movies, we'll just call them the name of the movie. Okay. And then there's an area for descriptions, which I won't do now. We'll show that a little bit later on in the demo. So let's go ahead and move down here to clip size. Now, clip size is the actual size of the video window that will display on your web page. Now, your videos themselves may not have those same exact size. They might be larger or they might be smaller. But what happens here is when you define this clip size, that's the video window area that you want, and then webCLIPS will take all of the files, video files, regardless of what size they are, and will make them fit into that clip size area. So the only thing to watch out for is if you have really tiny video files, native size, and you want to create a large video window, that's going to require that webCLIPS scale those videos up a lot. And if that's the case, you might notice a little bit of degradation in the video image quality. But normally, if you stay somewhat close to the same sizing between the actual video clips and your window, it'll look great. So let's go ahead and set a clip size just to start here with 350 pixels by 300 pixels high. And then we'll move down to the next area, which is playlist size. Now the playlist is this information here, both the title and description, if we had one, goes into the playlist menu, which is what the user uses to select clips to view. So we can make this playlist different sizes respective to the video window, and that gives it different layout looks, and I'll show you how that works here. So to start, I'm just going to make this one 200 wide and 150 pixels tall. And then the last thing is row settings. For the playlist menu has different rows in it, just like you're seeing here, and you can color those to make it easier to see the breaks between the two. And so I'll just go ahead and create a couple of grays for those. One lighter gray and a darker gray. And then when one is highlighted or clicked on, you can also define a highlight color. So I'll go ahead and pick a yellow for that. Okay, so that's all we need. So let's go ahead and click Save, and we'll see that it appears down here in our clip list with all of the information about it. And the final piece is what's called a clip code. And that's what we actually need to embed on our web page in order to display this playlist. So I'm going to grab this entire code, clip equals, in this case, 38Q. I'm going to copy that. Now I have a page here on the test site set up, and let's put the video right in between these two paragraphs. So we'll go ahead and find that on the admin. It's a subpage right here. And now before I continue, an important note, you can only place webCLIPS into the main text area of a page, which is the main body area of every page style. Now there are some page styles that have smaller text areas, like this one happens to have a lower right area, but those areas are too small to really display video properly, so we haven't allowed for webCLIPS videos to go into those spaces, only into the main text area of each page. So let's go into the main text area of this test page, And let's go ahead and open up the space between the two paragraphs, and then we just paste in that clip code. And that's all we need to do. So we'll go ahead and hit save. And now let's go out to the test site and take a look by refreshing the page and see our results. Okay, so here's the result. What we have is that this is our clip size or video area window that we defined. And then down here is the playlist size, which is the playlist menu. Now you'll notice that it's smaller, so it has sort of a drop-down tab look to it right now because I made it smaller in width than the video window area. And then here are those different colors, the alternating rows, and then a highlight color when you click on one to highlight. So if I click a movie, it'll highlight it and start to play that particular clip.
In the eternal
Great.
struggle between...
Now you'll also notice that the paragraph of text that was below where we inserted the video has automatically wrapped around what we have built. Now that may be a look that you like, or you might want to change that by by messing with the sizes of both the playlist menu area as well as the clip size video area. And I'll do that right now a little bit so you can see how easy it is to dynamically sort of change the layout of your page. So let's go ahead and make a few changes to this back in webCLIPS plugin. So I'll go back in there, and to call up that playlist, I just go down to my clips list and hit edit, and then this information will come back up. So let's go ahead now and make some changes. Let's go ahead first and change the playlist size. We're going to make the playlist menu as wide as the clip itself. And then let's just see real quickly how that changes the layout of the page. So I'll refresh the page. And now we'll see that we get basically a drop-down menu which moves all the text over, and that's the look that we get. So we might like that. Now we also could make this bigger, which would bring the text underneath. So let's go ahead and try that. So we'll bring it back up, and let's go ahead and say 550, and we'll leave this alone, and we'll make this 550 as well. Now while we're here, let's go ahead and add some more videos to this list. And one great thing about webCLIPS is it has the ability to play mixed media. So we've been dealing with the MOV movie format, but we can also let's bring in a FLV, which is flash video. So I'll copy that particular movie trailer, which is for the movie Date Night, and it's an FLV. So I'll go ahead and paste that in, and I'll give that a title. And then let's go ahead and add some descriptions. Before we got started, I got some synopses of these various movies, so let's go ahead and I'll just copy and paste these in real quick. Of course, you can copy and paste from Word or anything else, and or you can just type right in. Let's go ahead here and Megamind. And then this is date. Oh, that's I actually got the wrong one. That's Date Night here. So let me grab that again. Put that in, and then fair game. Okay, so I need to get rid of this one. Paste in the right one. Okay, so now we've made quite a few changes. Let's go ahead and save that and take a look at how that has updated when we refresh. Okay, the first thing we notice right away is that making this size, this video window bigger, has in fact pushed all the text down below. So that might be a look that we're looking for, and that's how to get that done. And now you can see that we also have the various synopses for each video here below the title. And what's happened is, because that's created the need for more space than we've defined, it's created a scroll bar. Now that may be fine, especially if you have all 10 videos. You might want to have a scroll bar so you're not creating a really long menu, playlist menu. But since we only have 4 here, we can go ahead and open this up and see how it looks without a scroll bar. So that's really easy to do by just again coming in and clicking edit. And so what we're dealing with now on the playlist is the height of it. So it's at 150 now. Let's just double it and see if that takes care of it. And this is how you create and edit your pages. You just go back and forth real quick until you get the look you want. It's very simple. So, okay, now we've added 300, and that's pretty much perfect. So now we don't have a scroll bar, and we can see all 4 of these items. And if I click around, it'll start to play each video. And what's great about webCLIPS is the fact that all of your videos play in one window. So you're not having to create a bunch of different video windows stacked one on top of each other, creating again a vertical page that the user has to scroll down to see everything. Everything is right here in this one area. Okay, great. So that's looking great. Let's go back and do one other thing. I'll bring it back up in the editor. And we also noticed that we added a Flash video file, but we can also use YouTube video and just put them right into webCLIPS, and it handles them just like any other video. So I'll go over to our SiteProgress YouTube page, and for any YouTube section, it'll be a page that looks sort of like this. Somewhere on the page, right below the video, usually is this share button. And so you can click that, and it gives you a link to that particular YouTube video. So I'm just going to copy that. And now in the webCLIPS playlist, instead of bringing in something from Show Media, since we're obviously linking to an external YouTube site, we don't need that. So we just paste in the YouTube link right there in Media Link, and then we can give it a title. We'll say YouTube video and a description. I'll just type that in. And now let's go ahead and save those changes. And let's go ahead and take a look at the results by refreshing. Okay, so now because we added another one, again, now we've got a little bit of a scroll going here. We could clean that up if we wanted to, or we just can leave it like that. And you'll also notice now, here's the YouTube video, and you'll also notice that YouTube by default puts a little thumbnail into the menu. That comes directly from YouTube. So now here we have it. So I can click that video, and there playing in our window is video that's being served up from YouTube. And so as we can see, we've got many different file formats, but all playing together. Here's a YouTube video, then I can click to the Date Night movie, which was an FLV Flash video, and then I can click Fair Game, which was the MOV format. So they all play seamlessly in one player and look great. Let me take you over to one other section real quick for a note, and that's over in your admin home section. You'll notice down here that there's a file upload / storage information. With your account, you get 250 megabytes of storage that is included with your SiteProgress account. If you have a lot of video and other types of files, you might go above that. And so if you need more storage, you can get an additional 250 megabytes, so 500 total, for another $2 a month. And then also you can get up to a gigabyte if you'd like for $4 a month. So it's very affordable to add more if you need more, but this 250 comes with it. And then the only other note on webCLIPS is your webCLIPS videos are not compatible with the iPhone or the iPad, just to make sure that you realize that. And that's because those two devices don't support Flash. But all your regular browsers, Internet Explorer, Safari, Firefox, Opera, they'll all play these great on a Mac or a PC. If you haven't had any experience with encoding video for the web, you can do a Google search on online video encode, and there are several companies that offer video encoding services. It's very, very affordable. If you have any questions about doing that, we can help you. Send us an email to support@siteprogress.com, or if you have any other questions about webCLIPS, again, email us at support@siteprogress.com.